Hey folks, I'm Mike Lombardo, writer and director of I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday and the upcoming feature film Dead Format.
And I'm Brian Keene, best-selling novelist and executive producer of the upcoming feature Dead Format. This is our pal Hylenius.
And you're listening to Mike, Pat, and Justin on the MacGuffin Guild.
I raised you better than this.
So, Mike, do we want to take this opportunity very quickly to talk about our compatriot, our comrade, Mike Lombardo, and his venture?
Oh yeah, Mike Lombardo, buddy of ours. I've known him for years. You've met him a few times, haven't you, Pat?
Yeah.
Here and there.
Yep. In fact, Mike and I had some of our films featured together back in 2009 at the Lancaster Area Film Festival. So.
Okay, Justin, I don't know if you've ever met
I don't think we've ever met. No, I just heard you talk about him.
Good friend, good dude. He's been doing short films for years. And then he did a feature film called I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. He's got a short story collection called Don't Tap the Glass.
Yeah.
Don't tap on the glass.
Yeah. Which is an awesome read, by the way. Awesome read.
Yeah, it's
I just want to say,
yeah.
Again, anybody who knows me well knows I do not read often. I bought that book. Primarily, I bought it out of support. I read the first two stories, and I was fucking hooked. I read that book in 3 days, which for me is unheard of. But real quick, just to mention this, Mike, and then you can continue. You actually mentioned him on our Lord of Illusions episode. You had mentioned it at some point.
I did.
So
yeah.
Mike Lombardo is someone we have mentioned before on the MacGuffin Guild.
Oh, he's been mentioned. Yeah.
And we do
numerous
hope,
times.
Fingers crossed, we do hope maybe he'll pop up one of these days. So we'll see what happens. But continue.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I said this to Justin earlier. What did I say to you earlier? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I had a point and I lost it. Anyway, he's working on his second feature film, Dead Format. Based on one of the short stories in his collection.
Correct.
And right now he's crowdfunding to raise funds to make the film. Based on his previous work and everything, I'm really excited for this. He's going for an actual budget for this one. He's going bigger and better. And I'm excited.
Yeah.
I hope people check out his previous stuff. Like I said, he's got I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. That's his feature-length film, which it's available.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can buy it on Amazon and everything, or from Scream Team Releasing on their site.
It's definitely around.
I believe I think it's also streaming. You may have to rent it or whatever, but I think it is available on some streaming services. His collection, Don't Tap on the Glass. Check that out. That's what I was telling Justin earlier was, I know Mike. I've read a lot of those stories previous to the publication of the book. But even if I'd pick up that book and I read it, I would become a fan from that book, not even knowing him.
Yep, 100%. Yeah.
I met him back in the MySpace days.
Oh, yeah.
I stumbled across him. He did that short film Demonstration of the Dead. He made that as for a contest for George Romero when Land of the Dead was coming out or something. One of his Dead films was coming out. I met him through Brian Keene. I was a fan of Brian Keene. Brian Keene was involved in Demonstration of the Dead. I became friends with Mike way back in the MySpace days, and kids don't even know about MySpace anymore. But
You don't even know.
Been friends with him for, I don't know, 15 plus years now.
Yeah.
Good dude. And I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah, he's very easy to root for. He's a character.
Yeah.
And he's definitely like one of those guys, you can tell it's in his DNA. Like, it's not an act. Like, he is the guy that he portrays
That
to
is
be.
what he's supposed to.
Yeah.
He is who he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The one thing I want to say about his book is, and I had mentioned this to you guys off air, is his book, not only did it have the quirky horror that you would expect from Mike Lombardo, it also had the heart. It was so emotionally impactful. There were a handful of stories there that by the end of it, I was like, holy fuck. Like, I was emotionally wrecked. But in a great, like, in a very fulfilling way, like in a, oh shit kind of way. So
what you're saying about his short stories, people have said about his previous film, I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday.
Yeah.
The same kind of impact.
Mm-hmm. And we should mention Real Splatter. We haven't mentioned Real Splatter Productions yet.
Oh yeah, that's his film production. Which he also put out a collection of his short films on it's DVD.
Yeah.
Because it was released so long ago. Suburban Holocaust is the name of that collection of short stories or short films.
Yeah.
Some really good stuff in there too. You could see the progression of his filmmaking.
Speaking of which, we should mention some of his other short films. Going way back, we got Dr. Blood's Cinema Dungeon, Womb for Two, Long Pig, The Stall, and Mike was also featured in the hit documentary The Brilliant Terror, which is about grassroots horror filmmaking. So this film, again, based on one of his short stories, is called Dead Format. Go online. We're going to post and share the information as well at some point. Just check on our social medias.
We can put it in the description in YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the thing you can do.
Yeah, there we go. We'll put the information in the description. We'll share it on our social medias at some point. Definitely go check out his stuff. Support him if you're able. We plan on it. Really good guy, true artist, and it's fun to see what he's what he can do. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But
I looked it up. I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday, streaming on Roku Channel, Tubi, Plex, Freevee, Flingflix, something else.
Cool.
What's that one?
So it's all over the place.
Something else that I can't read. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Fartflix.
Yeah. Fartflix. I know.
Fartflix.
See, that's all Flingflix. That reminded me of Fartflix. I didn't want to say because it was while I was talking about Mike's thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right, but yeah, so we here at the MacGuffin Guild are in full support of Mike Lombardo, Real Splatter Productions, Dead Format, Brian Keene, the whole crew that's involved in that. It's going to be fun to see where this goes, and hopefully we can have him on the show eventually at some point. I know he's going to be busy over the next year or so, I'm guessing, but we'll see what
he's going to be busy.
We'll see what we can do. I would definitely love to get him on here because he's a trip. So.
Yeah, he's a fun. He definitely knows how to talk about his craft.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
I raised you better than this.
We here at the MacGuffin Guild want to know if you've ever wanted to take part in making a movie. If so, then now, and we mean literally right now, is your opportunity to do just that. Our good friend Mike Lombardo, writer and director of the holiday horror feature film I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday, and author of the short story anthology Please Don't Tap on the Glass, is making a new feature film based on one of his short stories called Dead Format. And in order for Dead Format to come to life, Mike Lombardo needs your help. Head on over to the Dead Format campaign at Indiegogo and check out the awesome perks. We'll post the link in the comments. Time is very limited, so make the move before this campaign goes the way of the VHS. If you donate, not only will you help Mike make this passion project a reality, but you'll also get spoiled with so many perks that this campaign has to offer, including opportunities to get your name in the credits and live on in film history, or even better, become an associate producer or even an executive producer. And you know you've always wanted to do that. Grab a signed Blu-ray of the finished film Dead Format, as well as Mike's first feature, I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. This campaign is also offering video and social media thank yous directly from Mike himself, or, if you get lucky, maybe even award-winning author Brian Keene. There are so many cool perks that you've just got to check out. Get your hands on props from the actual film, which include video store style hardshell videotapes, as well as a membership to the fictional Video Castle, and a signed VHS replica prop of Next to Die, which will be heavily featured in the finished film. As soon as this video ends, head directly over to the link in the comments and see how you can take part in film history. We here at the MacGuffin Guild are in full support of Mike Lombardo and the entire Dead Format production team, and we can't wait to see this film come to life. Thanks for listening to my Dead Format pitch, and we hope to cross paths with you again one day over at the MacGuffin Guild. Find us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Until then, we'll see you at the Dead Format world premiere. Now hurry and click that link.